The floor is open for any questions. Is there anyone in the audience with a question for one of the candidates? Yes, sir. Can you tell us who you are and what your question is? And who you are, who you're asking, and what the question is.
This is too complicated. I just got something to say.
Okay.
My name is Greg Frisch. This is just a general comment for all the fine candidates that I heard today. And thank you all for being here and talking with all of us. It's good to be able to hear the issues. I would just offer you this. I heard a lot of good intentions. We know about a lot of roads to pave with those, and end up destination on them as well. I just offer this. Got to know your Constitution if you're going to be in this game. Got to know your Bible if you're in this game. And what kind of commitment are you going to make to daily prayer? What kind of commitment are you going to make to making sure that you stay principled on what it is you said you were going to do? A lot of folks go up there and say, this is what we're going to do. They get up there and they get lost. How are you going to keep them getting lost? Just a question for you all to think about. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other questions for any of the candidates? Yes, sir.
My name is Charlie Prochaska. I represent Fairfax in this district. I also am the CEO and owner of a new company that we're trying to start up, which is Farm Labs, revolutionizing the Acme products that are out on the market. In saying that, my wife and I have discussed that we're starting a new company in such a bad time in our country. We are worried about taxation and how hard we're going to get hit with such a thing, with taxation and also with the health care. In saying all this, I want each of the candidates to describe what they will do for a young company like ours who will create jobs in this country, and how they will protect us who are trying to create jobs, or are we already having to discuss going overseas in order to evade the health care and the taxation? Can y'all explain how y'all will protect us? Thank you.
We'll let each candidate say 30 seconds maximum. Let's start with, who did we start with? Rudy Adams. Where's Rudy? Can you what would you do for small business? Would you stand up, Mr. Adams?
At the present time, the taxes that should be coming down is going to be, well, Georgia is going to impose the Jeffersonian Notification Act. And I don't think that there's going to be any taxes coming down, paid to the federal government until they get this straightened out. Now, the small businesses, I've always been for the small businesses. The tax that Obama has passed does nothing to help the small business at all. In fact, it's going to hurt. When I get into Congress, I will submit a plan similar to that plan, but in the long run, it will help increase businesses throughout Georgia. And there's many ways to do that. At the present time, we don't have an interstate running east and west across Georgia through the 2nd Congressional District. And one way to create a job is to put a throughway through central Georgia, and we run straight through the 2nd Congressional District.
Thank you, Mr. Adams.
And I'd like to ask for about 2 more hours.
Okay. Mr. Allen, have you got a comment?
Sure.
About that question?
I think the first thing we do is cut the taxes for small businesses so they can create their businesses and they can grow and keep more of that and hire more people. That's the first thing we need to do. I think giving incentives to hire more employees from the government would be another idea. But I think another major idea to me is fight health care by repealing the legislation, the way the states are going about suing the federal government now. Because I'm very fearful that insurance rates are going to go up tremendously next year. If we can do something against a health care plan right now, stop it in its tracks, defund it, maybe that won't happen. But right now, the insurance companies are scared to death, and I think that's one of the worst problems small business faces.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. Mr. Brown?
Yes, as a small business owner, I understand your problems with that. And taxes, believe it or not, are not the problem. In my opinion, is the thing that has hurt me the most in any time being in business is doggone insurance. And we need insurance reform, not only in healthcare, but all insurance needs to be reformed. You have liability, property insurance, it's just, everything just is really a big impact on it. So I think we need reform, especially for all health insurance, or all types of insurance, period.
Thank you. Mr. Ferrell?
I believe I just answered that question in my speech. Around 2008, I'm on the same platform. I'm on the record with TVs, radios, not radio stations, newspapers. It's, I'm already on the record. And I just addressed the question earlier. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Keown?
Yeah, but as a representative in Washington, one of the things that I would do is have somebody who directly works with the local state folks and the local folks to bring economic development back to Southwest Georgia. Have somebody whose sole job is to draw down, to look at the federal money that we can bring this way through the state and put that together, and then to the local levels, county commissioners, city council people, so that we can actually bring some economic development here. We're the 9th poorest district in the United States. That hasn't changed since Senator Bishop's been in office 18 years. We want to change that.